Hey, so I think I'm going to challenge myself to do a video a week. I think a week seems reasonable. I have a lot of video editing experience, so it seems comfortable. So here we go. I don't have a main topic. It's not like dad blog or anything like that. It's not musician blog or whatever. It's just a thing. What happened today? What am I doing? I guess, and if anything interesting happened. So today's Monday, January 16th. 2016. I think the most notable thing that happened today is I sat in an interview at work for a new developer we're trying to hire. I got to sit there and be representative of the company. I don't know. It's just a thing. So we did that and then came home and after work played with the kiddos, and the kids have been interesting lately. Dez is starting to climb on everything, just constantly. Like we were having to pull him off of the shelves, off the counters, it's just everywhere. He hasn't tried to climb out of his crib yet though, so let's freaking hope that he doesn't figure that one out. And then Evs has been a little bit testing her free will. I don't know, testing the limits of it, I guess, seeing how much we'll let her do. We've done a pretty good job of trying to teach her that, if we ask her to do something, she needs to do what we ask, but she can make a case if she doesn't agree with it. We can talk about it or whatever, but every now and again we just need her to listen to what we say. So she's lately been trying to exercise her will on like everything. Like we say, hey, we're gonna do this. She's like, well, I want to do it this way, and it's getting really frustrating. And it's gotten to the point where she started to really get upset if she doesn't get her way. So we've had to kind of push back on some things and started putting her in timeout more often when she's not listening to us. So like a month ago, I guess this has been like four months ago now. Wow, time flies. So like 4 months ago, I started a spreadsheet that's just things I want to buy in order. And it's the things like the big purchases, big ticket items, whatever you want to call them. And so it's got stuff on it. Like it had a Korg Minilogue synthesizer, a drone, keyboard synths, little things like that. I say little things, I mean like little synths, like little ones like about like that, not like full blown. Anyway, so I just started putting it on there, and the in order part is like, okay, I want this thing more than I want this thing. It's not in order of price or anything like that, but I just started sorting it by what I would rather have if I had the money. Anyway, the first thing I put on it was a Korg Minilogue. That's a synth that came out a year ago, and I was like, you know what, I want a hardware synth. I want a real synthesizer with keyboard thing. So I saved up the money, kept going. They were going for $500 new. I figured I could probably get a used one a little cheaper, and I don't really mind used gear. Anyway, I started saving up for it. I would get to these little midpoints where I would have like $250, and there's a couple of cool little mini synths that are in that price range, and I was like, well, I could buy this now. But I was like, no, you're not going to freaking do that. You're going to buy the thing that you want, you're going to save up for it, and you're going to quit being a butthead, and ending up with a whole bunch of cheap crap that you didn't really want instead of the one thing you really wanted. So I just pushed myself and kept going. And eventually, I got to the point where I bought it. And so, one second. Here she is in all her glory. I'm so happy with this synth. It sounds amazing. I've played it a couple of times. Well, played it one time at church. Played it a bunch at home. Built some of my own sounds. It's got a tiny little screen here that's got a little oscillator on it. That's like sweet. But every switch, every feature is just incredibly well built. Everything that you can do in this thing has a knob or a switch assigned to it. So it just sounds like it's an old analog synth. Is really what it is, but just in a new form factor. And it's brushed. Well, it's not brushed aluminum, but it's aluminum, so it's sturdy. And then wood back. Check that out. Real wood too. So that's like my proudest thing that I own right now. I'm pretty happy with that. So that's for today. Guess we'll see tomorrow and see how things go.